Namaste, namaste, and welcome everyone to Awakenings Moments to Inspire. I am Angel and your host, and I am so honored to be with you here today on the full moon in Leo. Amazing, amazing full moon. And it's so powerful. So many things have occurred for me in the last 24 hours trying to prepare for this show. I had one top mind, it got shifted to something different. Anyway, I'll let you in on all of the fun and joyous mayhem that has occurred over the last 24 hours for me coming up soon. But to begin with, I just want to do our grounding and our Ave Saw and bring our community together here with Awakenings Moments to Inspire. So for those of you who don't know what an Ave Saw, what the Ave Saw breath practice is, please go to shriankira.com to learn more about that and the yoga of self-ascension. But in a nutshell, the Ave Saw breath or the Avesa breath is hand to heart. And then it's an inhale through your nose and an exhale out your mouth. But while you're doing it, you're thinking hail or ave on the inhale and sa on the exhale. And what ave means is actually hail. Hail to the divine, hail to the divine feminine, to the universe, to the masculine, to the divine spark inside of you. And the saw is the surrender to the moment, to open yourself up to whatever wants to come into you, be it feelings, thoughts, emotions, epiphanies. It's just a surrender to what the moment has to offer to you. So we're going to do it 3 times. And while we're doing it, we're going to envision some golden light just filling us full of warm golden energy of the sun. I don't know what it's like where you are right now, but here in Ontario, it's cool. Thank goodness, because it hasn't been lately. And it is bright and sunny. It is an absolutely gorgeous day to celebrate. So on this beautiful full moon, we're going to put our hands to our hearts. We're going to do 3 deep Ave Saw breaths and bring the community all together into this joyous moment of truth and light. All right, here we go. Remember, Ave on the inhale. Ave. Sa. Ave. Sa. One more. Ave. Sa. Thank you. Namaste to all of you out there. So, I don't know what kind of day you all have been having, but my last 24 hours, actually probably since the 8/8 Lionsgate, has been full of wonderful energies, full of truths and revealing things that I had forgotten about and judgments that I had that were so deep that I didn't even realize were there. And they're all just bubbling to the surface. And just this morning was no different. So I can't wait to dive into the show with you here today. First off, I just wanted to say thank you. I received a beautiful email this morning from a listener. Actually, I think she sent it yesterday or the day before, and I just managed to read it and respond to her this morning. And I just bask in her. She's celebrating what she wants to accomplish in her life, and she's moving forward with that. She's taking a hold of the lion inside of herself. She is coming out of the woods, and she is saying, I am here. Look at me now. I am celebrating who I am. And Kim, hats off to you, darling. Mwah. Love you immensely. And I am just celebrating the inspiration that you brought to me this morning and helped to co-create what we were having and what we're doing here today. So anybody who wants to help co-create this hour with us, please join us here in the chat. We have lots of ways we're streaming. We're streaming on onenesstalkradio.com. We're also streaming at Oneness Talk Radio Facebook and Oneness Talk Radio YouTube. So if you're in any of those chats, by all means, just type in the chat there. It'll come through to me here, and we can co-create this hour together. If you have anything that you want to talk to one another about, please put it in the chat. It's your hour of co-creation as much as it is mine. We're going to do this together, right? So today is a day of truth. Truly. So when I went in to learn what the Ascended Numerology is for today, I was not at all shocked when I saw that it was a 5. So today on the regular, I think it's called the Gregorian calendar, it is an Ascended Numerology is actually a 5. And so what's your 11 mirror shining on your truth, which is your 5? So the 5 is, here, I'll just flip over what I wrote this morning. The ascended number for today is 5, truth revealed. All that is hidden today will be revealed in the energy of the 5-pointed star. All energies will become visible to those who are willing to see, with the opportunity to go inward and face both ego deception and the capital T truth in equal standing, with clarity and compassion, free of judgment. Today, in the infinite anchor of the energy of the 5, go into the truth. Let go of the pain and frustration and give flight to that ever-present voice of love inside, and embrace the peace, joy, and inspiration that are at the center of who you truly are. So that is the ascended number for today, which is a 5. And if we have time, I'm going to do a meditation to take us into that ascended numerology of the 5, that energy today at the very end, so that we can embrace it and move into the full bounty moon tonight. Isn't that great? Not only it's the Leo mood, it's the bounty moon. What are you harvesting? What choices have you made and are making here in August? Because remember, August is a choice month. And for those of you who are wondering what I'm talking about, I follow the path of the Yoga of Self-Ascension. And one of my teachers, Master Lady Kira Ra, has put out the Ascended calendar for this year, for 2022. And if you have a chance, you can still go and pick it up at shriandkira.com. But this month, the August month is a month of choice. So what choices are coming before you? What are you birthing and what are you harvesting? And this is definitely a good time to be harvesting anything that's coming up for you, because it is a bounty full moon and it is a Leo full moon. So let's see what we can co-create here together. It's going to be an amazing, amazing day. Oh, also, before I forget, because it is the full moon and we're on that topic already, I don't know if any of you have signed up or know about the beautiful full moon that's being put on by Jess Juntanen. And I encourage any of you who want to be in a community that is, it's 11/11/11 here, folks. I'm not kidding you. August 11th, 11/11 here in Ontario, Canada. I just looked at my time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, universe. So for those of you who know Jess and those of you who don't, if you're wanting to join a very full and loving community that just envelops everybody and rejoice in the full bounty moon tonight, please go to selfascensionstudios.com. That's Jess Juntanen's website, selfascensionstudios.com, and sign up for her full moon ceremony tonight. That is tonight, and it's at 7:00 for those of you who are able to, Eastern Standard Time, for those of you who are able to make it. And also, I will be holding a new moon ceremony on the 27th, and it's also going to be at 7:00. And for that, you can go to my website. Let me just pull it up here. You can go to my website there, which is watersofself-ascension.ca, and you can sign up there, or you can also send me an email, and my email address is waterloveandlight@gmail.com. So you can I haven't put the new moon event up just yet, but I will. As soon as I put it up, it should be up later today. You can sign up through the website, or you'll be able to just email me directly and I will put you on the list. So that's great. I also record it. So if you are wanting a copy of the recording because you're not able to make it, you can just let me know and I can send that to you as well. So here we go. So Pauline, hi, namaste. Pauline, is so wonderful to see you. Truth of original sin was a lie. Yes, there's a lot of that going around. There's so many truths that are being revealed to everybody tonight. Oh, you are going to the full moon. That's great. The more people, the merrier. Come, 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 come. And the website again, Pauline, here, I'll just put it up real quick for you, and then you can just write it down. It's watersofself-ascension.ca or .com. Either one will get through to me, but the original is .ca, but I do own the .com as well. So go right ahead. So I think that's all of the beautiful business, all of the left brain stuff put out of the way, and onward to the right brain stuff and the fun stuff that I like to say. So in the energy of today, how shall I begin this? Let's go back a bit. So preparing for the show today, I had a completely different show in mind. Absolutely, completely different. I am actually coming to a big milestone next week. I'm turning the big 50, and I am, and there's several things that have happened in the last week that have brought life stages in front of me, and what happens to us as we age, and what we kind of get into our stubborn ways of thinking and believing that we can't change and that we can't move past, and that it's just the way we are and it's who we are, and that we're not going to heal from any kind of old childhood traumas or anything that's happened to us throughout our life, and it's just the way it is. And so I was trying to my show was originally going to be about looking at how we age and why we take such, what our societal pressures are around aging, why we see it as something that's so negative and that kind of thing. And I really wanted to speak to it, definitely, because it was calling to me this week. But then I realized it was being wrapped up with something far greater, which was literally the truth, and the truth of what is before me. And so what I basically learned this morning, here's the truths that were revealed to me this morning as I was sitting contemplating, preparing for the show and doing whatever. I realized a few things. Truth, first of all, truth is I may not necessarily be able to do everything alone, that my self-worth is tied up with my monetary worth, and that honoring the truth that is before me, whether it be aging, whether it be monetary value, whether it be anything, a loss of a loved one that just occurred, these things are true on one level, but then there's the truth on the other level, and it's to move forward to that next truth, that next stage of truth. So yes, someone, for example, if someone has passed in your life, I'm under the belief that that's just a transition onto the next level of existence, that there is no real death, that we are a soul that is in a body having a 3D physical experience. But this is just a story, a show, a play for the universe to experience itself. So we don't die at the end of all of this. That's how I believe, and that's what I've followed through the yoga of self-ascension, and that ascending to that state of joy, peace, love, and joy can happen here on earth while we are in body, if we connect this body, mind, and soul back to the universe above, and that we don't have to wait till we die in order to see and understand and feel all that the universe has to offer for us. we can do that while we're still here in the body. So capital T truth would be, yes, someone has passed away, but rejoice because they've passed on to the next step of who they are and where they're going. And they've learned what they needed to learn here and do what they needed to do here, help who they needed to help, mirror what they needed to mirror. It sometimes doesn't help that pain, that loss that's inside at first. But when the roughness, I guess, would be and the sharpness of loss wears off, it is a very comforting way of thinking and believing and holding true to yourself. So that's just a small example of what I mean when I say that you can move past the small truth to the capital T truth. So while I was preparing my show for today about aging, I kept stumbling. I kept feeling this energy that was blocking me, like I wasn't fully involved with preparing for my show, that there was something, a part of me that was still trying to pull me off to the side, that good old ego, right? That good old ego trying to pull me off to the side. I can almost equate it to a small kid on your, pulling on your pant leg going, Mom, excuse me, hello, pay attention to me. I have something important to say. And I don't know about you, and a lot of times we don't necessarily give kids credit, that little voice inside our head credit, even if it's the ego or the other way. I knew that the feeling that I had was the ego trying to get my attention at a level that was that of, rather than trying to steer me away, something was trying to get my attention to say, no, look, you need to go deeper here. You can't just do a show about aging or about how society's parameters are. We need to go further into the truth of that. And so I sat with it, and then all of a sudden I realized what was truly, truly bothering me. And it really was. It was finances, which everyone does. Who out there, raise your hands. Do you have problems with your finances, and that you think you do, and that you have this feeling of lack of abundance? And we know that's not true. We understand that it's not true, that we're all abundant, beautiful people. But when things start getting tight, that little itch starts happening, and that it becomes harder and harder and harder to stay heart-centered because your mind is taking over. You're running through all of the things that you have to pay for, all of the bills that you have to do. Oh, see, my throat's catching even just talking to you about it. Here, let me take a sip of tea. So there were a few things that had come up in the last couple of days where I wanted to project, or I wanted to not project, I wanted to imbibe and imbue abundance. I wanted to draw the abundance to me and through me and around me and surround me. And I wanted to be able to drape in it, but I just wasn't feeling it. And it was because I was denying looking at the truth now, honoring it, letting whatever emotions come up through it, and then letting it go. Because I was trying to stuff what was coming up. I was trying to stuff that little kid that was going, hello, I need your attention. Please, please, please. I was trying to stuff what was trying to come up. And what was trying to come up was truth. And the truth for me was just abundance. And the one of the things that really came up, hard to say, is my love for this show and for this community, and that you have brought me so much joy and abundance over the course of the last 5+ years that I've been part of this community. The last year and a half has been the best year and a half of my life. And I wanted to always find a way to give back to you and to give back to the community in some way. So this show was my gift to you. And I didn't want to have to look for sponsors for the show or anything else. But it's looking like that's something that I might have to do. And I was stumbling over that because I thought, no, I can do this. This is my give back to the community. And this is, and then I thought, no, Angela, relax into your truth. Together we are better. You can do this. We can do this. And and as soon as that truth was revealed to me that's what that was, my flow came back instantaneously. I started writing frantically, preparing for this show. I had the grandest old time. I had originally sat down with my tarot, and I don't have and someday very soon I will get cards, but I have been turning more and more to my tarot, which I didn't do so much before. But I'm finding that even reading my tarot, it doesn't read at all in the same way that it did before. It's been elevated. It's been ascended. It's the meanings have taken on something that's far more empowering for me, and I hopefully for you, because I'm going to show you what came up for me today. And it's just an amazing, amazing thing when you look at something that you thought you knew and you thought you understood from that perspective and from that angle. And then you learn something new. I call it the click. Something happens deep inside you and something's revealed. The truth is revealed. And that click happens. And then all of a sudden you go back to something that you thought you knew and you take a whole new complete perspective on it. And that's the way I've been with the tarot lately. So the whole new perspective that I got today was just amazing. I had been, before I was preparing for the show and before I had the epiphany, I had pulled a card that was for myself, and then I decided to pull a card for the community. And again, I had to trust. You have to trust what comes in front of you. Second guessing seems to be our nature. That is the ego trying to protect you, right? Trying to make sure, do you want to put your foot in that live snake pit or, not? That's great when that kind of thing happens. But if it's things that you're wanting to do, that you have a desire to do, that you want your truth, so, that Shri and Kara always like to say, sincerity, love, and presence, and stand in your truth. And that's what I decided to do. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to stand in my truth and I'm going to read these tarot cards as the Ascended Yoga of Self-Ascension has taught me. And I'm going to see what is revealed to me. And when I did, a whole world came up to me. It was an amazing thing. So the card I ended up pulling was the Six of Swords. And from most of you who read tarot, that would be science. But again, it's taken on a whole different meaning for me. So this is the card. I just want you to look at the card there for a moment and pull it in. And then I'll just explain. So this beautiful lady who's very well dressed, she has all her jewelry on. She's got a beautiful dress on. She's got proper wig on. She's coming from a town way back here. And she's looking back. And what that says to me is she's leaving and moving away from that which no longer serves her, trying to fit into a world that she doesn't understand or doesn't understand her, and that she's leaving it behind. But rather than just run from the truth, she's taken her truths with her. And truths can have two sides to them, right? The capital T truth, and then the ego deception of the truth. And she has decided to take her truths, the capital T truths, with her in her heart, and let the ego truths sink into the water to be purified. And she's put together and woven herself a lovely boat out of reeds to carry her away from the life that she once had. This was the card that I pulled for us. She's leaving and embracing her capital T truth. That's basically what I got from this card. Now I'm going to show you the card that I had no intentions of showing you, and I didn't really pull. In fact, this card was pulled by one of my Leos. I have some pet cats here, and my cat Nia, who is named after in the Celtic language means champion. And she's a black cat, and she walked across my tarot cards and stepped on it and flipped up one and one card only. And it is the 8 of discs. This is the same woman. She's embraced her capital T truth. She now moves about the world. See, she's back in the world. But she moves about the world in her capital T truth with her own creativity, showing off that which she can create into the world. She's embracing her capital T truth and using her creative powers and her love of making things to move forward in the world around her and to express herself with her art and her creativity. And I thought that was absolutely fitting. 2 sides of the same coin. Put them this way. 2 sides of the same coin, but 2 completely different energies. So there you go. Just pull in the T truth of who you are, the creativity that is deep down inside of you, that peace, love, and joy that is in those lower 3 chakras that are just longing to be anchored and to be listened to again, stop, acknowledge, feel, release. Those are beautiful ways of being able to let go of your energy and still honor who you are deep inside, right? I don't think a lot of us listen to our hearts as often as we really, really should. Does everybody do that? I know I didn't before. And I think that's probably the number one thing that's changed is rather than listening to what my head says all the time, I listen to my heart. And the heart is the one that holds the capital T truth. And your head is the one that holds that little truth. The little truths of, up is down, up is up, down is down, ice cream is good and broccoli is bad, and all those wonderful things that we have caught up in our heads that we think the polarities, the duality of it all. But the capital T truth, your heart always tells you what that's true. So putting the mind aside and embracing the heart truth is really what we want to do and where we want to go, right? So I wanted to do before does anybody have any questions or want to put anything in the chat? I'm just taking a quick look here. Yeah, Pauline was just saying that this earth can be the 5D. The earth can be the 5D rather than us leaving if enough wake up and ground in the body. Yeah, I see where you're coming from, Pauline. Broccoli are vegetable trees. I agree. That's how we get the kids to eat them, right? They're vegetable trees. You want to eat trees, right? Look how big those trees are. You can convince them. I never actually had any problems with the kids eating vegetables, but I don't know about you guys out there, but we always had lots of vegetables in the house, and we even had gardens too. So we grew up growing a lot of that kind of thing. So we never had any problems really because we wanted to eat them because we took part in helping them grow. So for us, even as kids, we had no problems eating our vegetables. Oh, no, maybe not. Now I'm thinking of one certain incident involving peas, but that's a whole completely other story. And I'm not going to bring that one up. Oh, yes, kids like to pretend that broccoli's dinosaurs, or anything they don't want to eat is dinosaurs. That's the absolutely perfect way to get them to eat anything, is just make them think it's a dinosaur. Rawr, it's coming for you. All right, let me just quickly take a look at my notes to make sure I covered everything that I wanted to cover with everybody today. And then we can just kind of move into the ceremony, or the meditation. Um, yeah, I think I've got that. Okay. So, all right. So, what I wanted to do is to move into a meditation for today. We might end a little bit early, but that's okay. That's okay. But we're going to move into a meditation today that will help us with the five-pointed star, which is the ascended numerology for today is the 5. So we're going to go into the capital T truth of the five-pointed star, and just embrace that and anchor that, and open ourselves up to whatever capital T truth that is inside of you that wants to call to you right now. So that is what we're going to do right now. Okay. So let's put our hands on our hearts, and we're going to do 3 deep Ave Saw breaths again, and then we'll just begin. All right. So here we go. And if you are driving, please just come back to this at a later time. If you are able to close your eyes safely, please do so. If not, just return to the video and do it at a later date. But still, just take in the energies and just listen. Perfect. All right, here we go. Ave. Sa. Ave. Sa. Ave. Sa. Eyes are closed. Around the edge of the darkness, you just see little flickers of light. Deep breath. You hear tinkling of water and bells just softly, ever so softly in the background. You feel soft, warm current of air blowing across your body. With your eyes closed, you sit cross-legged or in a comfortable position with your back straight, your head held high, and you take a deep, purifying breath of absolute joy. You are safe. You are warm. You are loved. You are the lion coming out of the woods, stepping forward, patting one paw on the ground in front of the other. And then you lie down in the sun to bask there in the glory. With your eyes closed, the flickering lights that are dancing around the corners of the blackness begin to all coalesce and come together into the middle. It's a point of light, barely a pinprick on the horizon. You see it coming through the dark velvet canopy. It's there. You draw it in with your Ave Sa breath. Sa. 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 It comes forward, and that you see it is a beautiful 5-pointed star of bright white light. And you send out to it, you feel it in your heart, that warm energy, that crystalline, loving energy. And you send it out, 5-pointed star, that crystalline, shiny, white energy. The truth of who you are. And you envelop the 5-pointed star in that energy. The divine feminine silver energy envelops the star. The golden divine energy of masculine envelops the star. And then the emerald ray, your heart center, the emerald light of your love emanating from your heart imbues the 5-pointed star before you. And you take a deep Ave Sa breath. Sa. And in the center of that beautiful 5-pointed star, you see a violet light beginning to grow and grow. It is a flame of violet light, warm, peace, love, joy. It's beginning to start to grow and envelop and embrace the 5-pointed star. It is holding it in the boundaries of its violet flame of love and joy. Go into the center of the star now, where a door is beginning to open for you, opened by that warm violet flame. Go into the center now. Go in and see that which wishes to be revealed to you now. Take a step through the doorway. What is it that you see? Where have you gone? Embrace that which is being shown to you now. Embrace that which is being told to you now. Embrace all of the feelings and the emotions that are being revealed to you now. Take a deep Ave Sa breath. See them. See them. See the truth of what they are and the gifts that they are bringing to you. And rejoice in the gifts that they are bringing to you. Embrace the capital T truth that you see before you, and all those other truths that have been shown to you, those little truths, the egoic truths that no longer serve, that have come before you. Bow before them in deep gratitude and honor and thanks for that which they are showing to you now, to the emotions that they have allowed you to feel, the feelings that they've allowed you to encompass, that you thought you could no longer embrace. Honor who and what has been revealed to you now. thank them, and then lovingly release them. Send them to the container at Tosa Blue Mountain. Give them to the universe. Ask the universe to transmute them, whichever way you prefer. Transmute it with unconditional love and light, shade of love, and all is part of the light. So give it back to the light, that which no longer serves you. For that energy may, once transmuted, serve someone else. Honor it and thank it for all that it has given you and shown to you, for it has brought you to this point here and now. So, let's do another one. So, and then take up your capital T truths in your arms. Hold them to your heart. Step back through the door. Close it. So, anchor in the 5-pointed star and the truth that has been revealed to you and the truth that you have let go of that no longer serves you. Anchor yourself in that and honor who you are in this journey. So, hold these truths to your heart as you walk into the world today. Whatever it is that you will be doing out there, whether it be at work, co-creating with art or music, or just simply reading a story at bedtime to your child. Embrace these truths for all the joy and love that they can bring to you today and in every moment now moving forward. So, and so it is. Blessed be. So, let us come now down into our body. And when it is safe to do so, open our eyes and take a deep Ave Sa breath and just sit in the energy for a moment. So, thank you for helping me to co-create this time together. I have rejoiced in this moment, and I hope you have too, and that you have found inspiration. Just to let you know one more time, just a quick reminder. Jess Chintanen's full moon circle will be tonight. You can still join, I'm sure. Just go to selfascensionstudios.com and you'll be able to sign up for it there. It is, she does have a little donation for the TOSA fund that helps Indigenous people. For those of you who are part of the community, that we assist the Indigenous communities in Ecuador with Clinica Linda, which is a pain-free clinic. Then we offer pain-free services there to help alleviate pain. They also are, I believe, they've supplied some computer software and computers to the police near Tosa Blue Mountain in Ecuador. They've built homes for people up in the Andes Mountains. And it is just, if you have never had a chance to go to Tosa Blue Mountain or been part of that energy, just tap in. Again, you can just Google it, Tosa Blue Mountain. It is a beautiful retreat if you just want to go and have a beautiful place to relax, to heal, and to be part of nature and part of this ancient archaeological site. Even for myself, that would be a beautiful reason for going. But the Pyramid of Peace is going up. There's so many beautiful things happening at Tosa Blue Mountain. So by all means, just Google that or go to shriandkira.com to learn a little bit more about it as well. And I think they have links there to the Tosa Blue Mountain link as well. So if you have a chance, please go there and check that out a bit. And is there anything else that I left brain things that I have to talk to you about? Oh, my cat is drinking out of my water glass. I was about to sip. I guess I'm not now. I'll take a sip of my tea instead. The lions like to co-create with us, right? Yes, so the bounty full moon tonight, Jess Jinton, and I just wanted to remind everybody of that. And then my full moon ceremony that's coming up again on the 27th. If you want to sign up for that, you can do so at my website, which is along the bottom there, or you can also email me, and there's my email address at waterloveandlight@gmail.com. And I touched on it before too. I am, for those of you who are starting up a business or have a business out there, I am there. There are 2 spaces available for sponsorship for this program, and you will have the advertisement on the show's webpage, as well as a shout out every time I have a show on Thursday mornings. So if you are looking to sponsor and get some advertising, consider sponsoring the show. And I guess that would be it. So to all of this beautiful community who is out there full of love and light, you have, again, I just want to say thank you to all of the joy and inspiration that you have brought to me over the years, and that you continue to bring to me and to each other. And I think that's the most important thing, right? Is that we bring inspiration to each other. And if this community is not resonating with you as much as you would like, and you found another community that resonates with you, by all means, go with the communities that resonate with you deep in your heart. I hope we resonate with you. But we are here to experience and to co-create with other people. So go and co-create and experience life with those who resonate with you and who uplift you and bring you joy and peace and love. Go out there and co-create with them, because the beauty that we can do is amazing. Together we are better, right? That's what Shree and Kira always like to say. Together we are better. And it is absolutely truth. And I am going to leave you there today, my beautiful community. And I can't wait to see you again next week. Also, I've said this on the show before, but I'll also say it again. You can co-create with me, not just through the chat. You can co-create with me as being a guest on the show. So if you have any beautiful stories that you want to tell, if you want to talk about your own awakenings or your own truths that you've come to realize and what you've managed to overcome, if you've had that click that I like to talk about so much, I would love to hear about it. And if you want to come onto the show and talk about it as a guest, even better. And I guess there's my cue. So until next week, everybody, I'll be waited on bated breath till I can be with you once again next week. I love you all so much. Together we are better. Namaste.